Happy Tuesday. Bet Like Mike Show, WinDailySports.com. My name is Jon Jansen at JJansen34 and joined by always star of the show, Mike North at North to North. And I have a feeling you're done with baseball, Mike North. It is the middle of August, and I think we're looking towards football, aren't we?
Well, really, I'm lying, John, when I told you in pre-show prep, which means, hi, how you doing? We're doing good. What's going on? Did you win last night? No, I got my butt kicked 0-2 last night. How'd you do? I did okay, yeah. Well, here's what I do know. My system is conducive to bad teams, but not to real bad teams. Right. And right now, I'm getting a lot of play in my baseball picks from notoriously some of the worst teams who's ever taken the baseball diamond. Okay, there's about 4 or 5, I'd say 6 teams: Baltimore, Arizona, just teams that are absolute garbage. Okay, and no matter what you give them, no matter if you give them a run and a half, no matter if you take them on the money line, I mean, even the Mets, I mean, teams like that, middle of the road teams, it just seems right now so predictable. So then I'm listening to Visson this morning. This is courtesy of them. The last 2 weeks, 14 days, favorites covering in baseball, 71%. That's why I'm losing. It's very simple. I'm getting teams that basically are taking the field with no chance to win. It used to be, and this is why I do good in the NFL, because there's parity, things work out. NBA, parity, things work out. NHL, parity, things work out. Baseball, there's more bad teams, would you say, John, than good teams right now?
Well, yeah, at this point of the season, yeah, and it doesn't surprise me to hear a lot of those numbers because at this point of the season, like the Baltimore Orioles, are done. I don't think they really have any motivation while the Rays are in a playoff race and, they're clicking on cylinders. They're putting out their best guys while Baltimore's still trying to, figure out, players and looking towards next season, all that. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me to hear a lot of those numbers of the favorites right now.
Yeah. I mean, the Chicago Cubs are an automatic loss. They're an automatic loss.
Yes, they are. Absolutely.
Until you go against them. Okay? Now, here's what I do know about gambling, and I've known this forever. I could be talking to John a month from now, and I'll be saying, boy, who saw that coming? That the dogs are covering 65% of the time now,
right?
The last 3 weeks. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
So if you're ready to jump on the favorite bandwagon, it might be too late. It can't get any better than it's been the last 2 weeks. So just be careful what you wish for, ladies and gentlemen. But the Indians had no, chance last night. So it's just amazing to me. So then I said to myself, I said, what can I tantalize a Johnny J with today? What could, besides a raise in pay or,
that'd be
maybe
nice.
New digs?
I'll talk with Jason about that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, good luck with that. Get the pliers. Bring some pliers with you. And what could I tantalize? And I said, you know what? I'm almost done. I said this last night at about 1 o'clock when I checked the scores with horror. I said, I'm done with baseball until today.
Right.
That's beside the point. NFL. First reaction, we're going to call it. And then we'll see how this turns out. Sometimes John, sometimes sometimes handicappers study long, study wrong. Am I right, John?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm going to we go off the seat of our pants and see how these games end up at the end of the week. This is preseason, which I've done well at. Forget about Major League Baseball regular season. Bet that, but don't bet preseason football. Are you kidding me? I'm going that way, pigskin. Anyway, okay, you ready?
Yep.
I'm going to ask you always first. I know who I'm going to take already, okay? New England Patriots are playing your Eagles. -1.5 for the Pats, +1.5 for the Eagles.
I will go. Oh, that's going to be a tough one. I'll go Patriots because it's probably going to end up the same way as it did for the Eagles last time. The starters might do okay, might do well, but then once you get towards the end of the game, the Eagles just don't have a ton of depth. And Bill Belichick, has a good preseason record and definitely likes to go for preseason wins. So I'll take Bill Belichick and the Patriots here.
All right, I already marked down the Patriots for me. Okay, Kansas City minus 2.5 against Arizona, and Arizona getting 2.5.
I'll go Arizona here. I don't think the Chiefs are really going to, try for Patrick Mahomes or anything. I think this is going to be a standard preseason game. You're not going to see a lot from the Chiefs. And I think Arizona, though, I think Cliff Kingsbury tries to go for the win here. And they do have a couple of good quarterbacks outside of Kyler Murray that are really intriguing, just really good talents that I find intriguing prospects. So, yeah, I'll take Arizona.
All right, and I took Arizona too. So
far, we're on the same page. All right.
On the same page. Okay. Washington with Chico Rivera, my former radio mate, minus 4.5 against Joe Burrows and the Bengals, plus 4.5 at Washington.
Oh gosh. Oh, I don't like that at all.
Off the seat of your pants, buddy. You're going to crash into a mountain. Which way? Quick.
I'll go Cincinnati. Here.
Okay.
I don't know any other reason. I'm just going with Cincinnati. Yeah.
So did I. We both we're 3 in a row. Okay. This is what I would advise everybody. Fade us if you can.
Yeah.
This weekend, okay. So far, so good for everybody that's listening. Whatever I'm losing with you in baseball, you'll make up in preseason football. All right. Buffalo, a big turnaround. It was won yesterday. Bears minus 4.5 against the Buffalo Bills, plus the 4.5.
I'll go with Buffalo. I know with Chicago, probably could look at the, Justin Fields might get even more extended playing time. They'll play him. And so that could lead to something. But Buffalo's been really good in the preseason. So I'm going to go with Sean McDermott's record in the past 2 preseasons is 5-0. And I'll go with that. Buffalo's just a really good team. And that means they have a lot of depth as well. So I like Buffalo.
I took Buffalo also. That's 4 in a row. This is how we think, ladies and gentlemen. New York Jets minus 1.5 against the Green Bay Packers. Not with Aaron Rodgers, but with Jordan Love. We talked about him yesterday on the fastest 20 minutes. Check the board or everything. Folks, we'll have the picks for you at the end of the 15-minute deal. Well, you have to suffer through our preseason week 2 predictions. New York Jets minus 1.5 or Green Bay plus 1.5, John?
I'll go New York Jets because Green Bay's dealing with some Jordan Love injury. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to play, and if he does, it's going to be really brief, but I don't expect him to play. So Jordan Love is down. Aaron Rodgers is not going to play. So the Packers are really thin at quarterback. I think the Jets are going to give an extended look at Zach Wilson. I like the Jets here to win this one.
All right, that's 5 in a row. We're identical.
My gosh.
Okay.
This is just fade all of our picks. All of them.
Oh yeah, just you'll end up living in Tahiti even during the stormy season. Okay, here we go. Baltimore minus 3 against Carolina plus 3.
Baltimore. John Harbaugh has not lost a preseason game since 2015. He is 4-0. That's 8-0. That's 12-0. That's 17-0. That's 18-0 in the past 4 or 5 seasons for John Harbaugh. So, yeah, I'm going to take Baltimore here.
All right. I took Carolina in this
one. So we got different. All
right. All right. So we went different. Okay. Now, at Carolina, not at Carolina, at Miami, Atlanta getting 3, Miami minus 3. Which way you going, pal?
Give me Miami. I think I'll take Miami. Yeah, give me Miami here. I think they're the better team, and I think a pretty deep team. So I'll take Miami.
Yeah, they're a pretty deep team, and they're the same team as I took. So here we go again. We only have one different pick so far. Remember,
that's not good.
Well, I'll go over everybody. Get your pencils and papers and scorecards, everybody. All right. We have Pittsburgh minus 6 against the Detroit Lions, plus 6 at Pittsburgh.
I'll go Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin is one of those that does like to go for preseason wins or 2-0. And I think the only thing that's different is Pittsburgh does have that extra preseason game. So I don't know how they're going to deal with this one, but I'll go Pittsburgh here.
All right. I went the other way. I took Detroit. They looked pretty good last week. Goff looked okay. I think he's probably, people forget he went to a Super Bowl. We'll see what happens there. They're only 3.5 with the over and under, so we'll check that out. Tennessee playing Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay not playing anybody from what I understand. I don't know what Tennessee is going to do, but Tampa Bay, I mean, Bruce Arians doesn't seem, it would be obvious that you would probably take the points in this game since Arians already announced, and I should tell John this or anybody else, he ain't playing anybody.
No.
He ain't playing anybody from what I hear. But this is maybe a stay-away game. You never know. I mean, you could just fall in love with that fact, and take Tennessee plus the 3, and maybe the second and third stringers put it together. So which way are you going with this?
I'll go Tennessee. I truly believe that Arians isn't really going to play those guys. And even if they do,
right.
They're still trying to work some things out in camp. I know they haven't been particularly sharp. Not that that's going to mean anything regular season, but, they're working things out through camp. So I'll take Tennessee.
Yeah, and everybody knows that they're not playing anybody, yet they're still favored, ladies and gentlemen, against Tennessee. So how long is Tennessee's guys going to play? It's not going to be like it's going to be in week 3 where you play more guys. We're having fun here. It's called Johnny J's preseason showcase.
Right. All these picks are going to fail.
We have the Houston Texans. Hey, I need a winner from somewhere. All right. I'm not ashamed. All right. Dallas. -4 at Dallas against the Houston Texans.
I'll go Dallas. I know Dallas hasn't looked good in the preseason, but I don't think Houston really has either. I know they got the win, but I'll go Dallas. I think Dallas gets their first preseason win.
All right, that's 2 in a row we don't agree on, which is a good thing because those would be called stay-away games, folks. Believe me when I tell you this. Minnesota Vikings not happy with the way things turned out last week. I think there's some dissension in the locker room. Indianapolis, the quarterback situation in flux. Minnesota is -2.5. How do you like this one, Johnny?
Minnesota -2.5. I'll go Minnesota here. I do think they end up getting the win, and for the most part, Mike Zimmer's been pretty good in preseason, so I do think they bounce back and a win here.
I took Indianapolis. Here's what I'm going to predict. I think Mike Zimmer's message is starting to get old. Okay? I mean, he's been there a while now, and he's got a red ass sometimes. It doesn't always suit certain players, so we'll find out exactly where that's going. But I went with Indy on that. So we're starting to think some opposite ways here, which in the way, folks, is good. We don't want to agree on the whole board.
Otherwise, no, can't do that.
Raiders -7 against the Rams +7.
Ooh, Raiders-Rams. That's not a bad game. Give me the Raiders.
And you know what? And it's surprisingly the Raiders, or maybe not surprisingly, just tells me, I mean, the Raiders are still going to play some people. And are the Rams? McVay usually not one of those guys that plays as regulars. But the line I got here is -7, the Raiders or the Rams.
Yeah, I'm going to go Raiders. They've been doing really well in the preseason with John Gruden there. And, John Gruden's one that is going to continue to try and win and always, teach these guys. And, he's going to play this game really like he's trying to win it. And so they have a deep quarterback room, too, because Derek Carr, Marcus Mariota, Nathan Peterman played the entire game last time. I expect to see a little bit of maybe Mariota, maybe Derek Carr. But, yeah, I think the Raiders win this one.
All right, Seattle -6 against Denver +6.
Oh, give me Seattle.
And by the way, I took the Raiders with you.
I'll take Seattle here. I know Denver looked pretty good, but I'll take Seattle.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Show me again, because they did look pretty good. The New York Giants, all right, against Cleveland's -6.5 against Danny Dimes and the boys.
Danny Dimes and the boys. Yeah.
Sounds like a 50s group.
Yeah. Give me Cleveland. I think the Giants.
Yeah.
It's just preseason. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do anything special. So give me Cleveland.
All right, San Francisco. I got Cleveland with you. San Francisco -4 against the LA Chargers +4.
Ooh. Give me San Francisco. I do think that Kyle Shanahan, this offense is good for preseason because they could just run on anybody. So yeah, I'll take San Francisco.
Yeah, I got San Francisco also. So now we're starting to think alike again. Jacksonville getting 4 against the New Orleans Saints.
Now, Jacksonville is interesting just because of how Urban Meyer is going to play the preseason, but I think we get pretty close to, because he played pretty much the first quarter of Trevor Lawrence. I think we see a first half of Trevor Lawrence, so I'll take Jacksonville.
That's okay. You got Jacksonville, and I took New Orleans. So, all right. Here's what we got. We both got the Pats. We both got Arizona. We both got Cincy. Mark those down, folks. Both got Buffalo. Both got the Jets. Mark those down, folks. Then we split up on Baltimore, Carolina. Then we both got Miami against Atlanta. Then we split on Detroit, Pittsburgh. We split on Tennessee, Tampa Bay. We split on Houston, Dallas. We split on Indiana, Minnesota. And then we both got the Raiders. We both got Seattle. We both got Cleveland. We both got San Francisco. And then we split on Jacksonville, New Orleans. We'll check everybody out. We'll check out how it comes out next week. Now, here's the problem currently, as I see it. Mm-hmm. How about winning tonight, Mike? Can we get something going tonight? Okay.
I love trying to pump yourself up. I like it.
Are you just going to go with what you're going to give everybody out next week? Okay, I'm going to start out with my guy, the ace of spades himself, Johnny Jansen. John, it's your first pick of the day.
Oh, that's a tough one. I will go with Detroit. Casey Mize has been okay on his past couple of starts, but I just don't think Dylan Bundy's any good. And I know he's been pitching somewhat well lately, but I just don't see that continuing into this game. So I'll take Detroit, but I'll take it on the first 5.
Yeah, and I'll take Detroit, and maybe this is something that you do both with Johnny and me. I'm going to take the Angels on the run line for the game. Not necessarily, or, there's not a whole lot of disparity. There's no doubt Bundy has got an ERA 3 points higher than mine. So I think that's looking good, but that's what came up. That don't mean anything. If you're fading me the last couple of weeks, you're winning. Just like the public has been winning. The favorites, not the public so far. So I got the Angels for the game. You got Detroit the first 5. Okay, what's your next one, my friend?
So I know Sandy Alcantara hasn't been particularly sharp lately, but Wash Greeno is on the mound for the Braves. He hasn't pitched since May. So I don't know if I trust a pitcher in this. I don't know if he's going to be on a pitching limit. I don't know what the case may be, but I think it's worth a chance taking Alcantara, who is a talented pitcher. I think it's a good chance taking Alcantara in the first 5 and the Miami Marlins in the first 5.
All right. Take a look today at the San Francisco Giants if you want, but I'll tell you the game that I'm taking a look at, Arizona's just absolutely, they're just horrible. They're just horrible, but they're at home. They're plus 110 against Johnny's Phillies. I'm going to go with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This is what they gave me. I know it's horrific. And the under in this game, which should be around 9.5. So that's my next 2 picks, and that's it for me today. That should break me some more, so don't worry. I'll be crawling to work tomorrow. How about you? Any more, John?
Yeah.
You're welcome to fade. I don't like it any more than you do, but when they come up and win, it's awesome.
So Ronaldo Lopez is on the mound for the White Sox, and he's been a talented pitcher, but never really put it together. He's starting today. He's mainly really been a bullpen guy and hasn't really pitched much this season. Only he's been pitching since July. So I'll take Oakland here on a short line and where their ace is on the mound and Chris Bassett. So I'll take Oakland on a short money line.
All right, and I don't have any more. You have any more?
No, that is it for me.
Else you're looking at?
No, that is it.
Yeah, and we gave you a bunch of winners. Just go opposite me and John. We'll check it. I'm going to keep that sheet. We'll check our NFL picks down the line, and then, of course, we'll check them out. Shoot from the hip every damn Tuesday on Win Daily. The place you come to win. Shoot from the hip with the odds. Hey, we have as good a chance as any. What makes you mad when you either win or lose is when you win, but it was a tough game.
Yeah.
And you finally won, but you're going and you put all this time in. And then when you lose, you put all this time in. And then you realize you put in more time. What's with the major leaguers looking at cards in their hats now? Why are they looking at cards in their hats? Have you seen that? They look at these cards. What is that?
I'm pretty sure it's just shift? It's probably, looking at the shift or looking at what the batter's kind of scouting report, I would imagine.
I see the catcher looking at the pitcher. They're looking at cards. I'm going, what am I in school again? Okay, you got any more, Johnny?
You know what? Actually, yeah, I'll go one more. I'll take the Phillies on the money line. It's only minus 120 right now. Kyle Gibson's on the mound. They're playing Arizona. Arizona's really bad.
I know.
So there is no idea who's starting for Arizona, but I imagine it can't be anybody that's going to make me not want to bet the Phillies.
You saw Goodfellas, right? Did you see Goodfellas?
Yeah, great movie.
I'm the guy on the floor getting kicked. I'm Billy Bats. I'm the guy in the floor. You insulted him a little bit. I got to battle my guy with the Arizona Diamondbacks. And then you talk about atrocities that are going on now. I care more about Arizona winning tonight than Arizona cares about winning tonight. Anyway, another great time. John, good time as usual, but you're looking dapper today.
Right? Thank you.
Union.
Thank you.
God bless the gambler, whatever you're talking about over there. Remember, check us out, folks. The fastest 20 minutes. So long, everybody.